What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. What it do, testing 1, 2, 3. What it do, what it do. You gonna go live for me? What it do, what it do. Test 1, 2. What it do, what it do. Test 1, 2. What it do. You gonna go live for me? Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. What it do, what it do. My name is Marge. I'm a Hellcat empath. Just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. It's getting wild, y'all. Hold on, let go, do what you gotta do, get there. I was just listening to Sam Geppi's talk on his feeling on how he feels about things, and he's an astrologer, Vedic astrologer, and he gives his reports, and I listen, and then I take in the data, and all day long I spend time collecting data and seeing how it's playing out in people's personal charts. Oh, Nelly, the potential is growing. And I'm just like trying to be chill. Yesterday I turned I popped my ankle out. I got a bad ankle and I had surgery on it when I was in the Air Force. If you look at the scar, it looks like old boy cut it with a butter knife. Couldn't cut a straight line. It's like, it's freaking hacked it, man. They just do hack jobs. They don't give a shit. They just finish this little freaking this bitch's ankle and then get back out on the golf course, man. I got shit to do, and it ain't my job. That's how they all act. That's how all those freaking, my daddy, my mom, I'm a military brat. That's, yeah, I know what your parents are. I know what your parents are. Yeah. You're all programming, controlled, and little puppets, and now you're waking up. It's gonna be a rude awakening for a lot of people. There's a book that was written back in 1899 by Iverson Lockwood called The Last President. That's option C. I'm kind of pulling for that one. I mean, I know how it's gonna go down. I don't hate the guy DT. I mean, he's kind of growing on me a little bit, actually. He really has. And when I don't like him, it's all the ego aspects that I have in myself that I'm trying to deny. Like acting like he's got, and he's a mirror reflection of me. Everybody's a mirror reflection of me, just like I'm a mirror reflection of everybody, and how I act and how, But so, it's weird though. Sometimes I'll just be in my own little world. That's how I found about the antagonist. The bully. I've been bullied my whole life. That's why I got tough as nails, because I got freaking sick of getting bullied. So when somebody tries to pick on me, I just give them what they give me back tenfold immediately, because I'm Scorpio moon. I heard 2 stories. I heard the story of this. We watched an episode last night of Umbrella Academy, and they told the story about the Scorpio and the frog. And then on Marge astrology, that script was written probably a year ago, production, that was made. And then this morning, I'm listening to Marge astrology, Mama Magali, and she makes reference to the same thing, Nature verifies. He's squawky guy today, whoa. So Sam was talking about, he's like, write these dates down, August 12th through the 19th. Big shit going down, y'all. Bigger shit than we've seen. That's the thing. Is people are like, everyone's like, oh, something big's coming, something huge is coming, something's gonna happen. Everybody's feeling like that. So don't put in your mind any outcome of anything. Try and keep your mind present. Just try and be in the present moment. That's all you got to do. You don't worry about anything outside your own room, and don't put yourself in unsafe rooms right now. Don't make stupid fucking choices. Don't go out in the middle of the protest. Don't get in the mix. Don't do it right now. Maybe if you're just want a spectator sport, but if you're looking for trouble, now is the time that you will find it. Trouble, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it just to see. I got in trouble my whole life. I show up at the wrong place, wrong time. Somebody says, I don't like your face. I get that a lot. People just really don't like me because I'm one of them do-gooders. I'm one of those justice type, those chivalrous types, see, that believes that that we're we're spirits and we're having this human experience, you know, checking out in the library of life, and you choose your own story. Can't get mad about it, or you can, but then here comes the karma. Can't live in ego. Can't live in freaking be. I was watching a little bit of Supernatural last night just to get a fresher, because that's what's happening. The gates of hell are open, man. The demons are freaking flying around. So are the angels, though. It's a spiritual war going on right now, and people are having it within themselves. They're listening too much of the devil on their shoulder, not enough for that little angel. You know, it's for everybody. I ain't never been big on organized religion. I think all religions are trying to get us to look at the same thing. We all have a spark in us. Our spirit, our vibe, our soul sac. When everybody has a heartbeat, and what your heartbeat does, you know, everybody has it. So if you keep your vibe clear and high and you're joyful, you know, you're up here. And if you feel bad and freaking eat your feelings and drink and, you know, just chase sensations and go after money, property, prestige, and get all that money and all that stuff, you know, you over here, and those people are sparking negative, positive potential. I've been looking at the weather real close too. It's gonna get we might see some freaking earth change shit. See, my spirit was witness to Atlantis. I know that I have ended incarnate when poles have flipped before. I'm really trying to avoid that this time. Cause see, I'm getting pretty tired of seeing. It's like a repeat of a TV show, Civilization Fall, after civilization, just because the control frequency, the control freaks, FREQ, control freaks are freaking out, you know, because they're scared. They're scared. Every person that's ever been angry and livid in life is fucking scared. They're about 4 seconds away from pissing themselves. Yeah, it's true. When people don't know how to contain their emotions, they do really weird shit, as you can see. And the more powerful they are, it's like the weirder shit they do, because they never were told, no, you can't freaking fuck kids. You can't do kids and animals, and you can't mutilate people and make snuff films, and you can't desensitize society by making gross films in the industry and going, oh, that's cute, while all the while there's a whole industry of that happening in real life. Yeah. 800,000 kids go missing every year. Yeah. Why? Because rich fucking old and young and men, women, it don't matter. They do gross, nasty shit all for Satan. It's weird. It's weird how much it's done. It's everywhere and everybody's waking up to it, and they don't want that. Not today, Satan. I'm ready for the BureauBrat Splat. Bureaucrat Splat. In Supernatural on the show, they have a lot of freaking like supernatural shit, you know, and supernatural is just stuff that scientists have written off to be untrue. But there's woo-woo's real, folks. Woo-woo is real. I straight up have the ability of telekinesis. I do. I get it from my mom. She has it too. You know why? Because we have nothing better to do but try stuff out. Play around. Hey, Mom, check this out. Check that out. You know, I was talking to my buddy last night. He went out to the firing range. You know, I'm thinking about doing it as like a sport type thing. I'm changing my mind. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to... I got to go within on that for a little while longer. But I always like the trick shooting and stuff like that. I'm Marksman. I missed expert by 1. And it was a cold-ass day on the range in Texas that day, I assure you. Firing those M16s. Cold day that day. So he was out firing, and I was curious because he got a new knee, if like that changed his firing at all. He's pretty consistent either way. I like those consistent folks. The people that are just all over the place. I can be all over the place too. But, sometimes you just got to dial in and be able to, Then we were talking about how we shoot. Because I shoot left and right, handed and eyed. Like, I shoot it all. I don't just shoot. I fire left-eyed, right-eyed, left-handed, right-hand. I do it all. I just try it all. And I'm pretty accurate with all. So if I really dial in, I'm good with knives. I'm good with axes. I'm good with bows and arrows. I'm just good at hitting my target. People call me Miss Marge my whole life. Miss Margie. Miss Margie. And they'd say it like that, and I had a speech impediment. So I took it, why are they making fun of me? I don't want to talk like that. That's why I enunciate and I speak so clearly today, because all the practice I took to speak correct so people would understand me, and I'm real loud too. Ask this kid that knocked on my door yesterday from the census. I was in the backyard. He came. I saw him when I was driving through the neighborhood earlier, and I hear rap, rap, rap on my front door. Now, I wasn't expecting company, and I didn't invite nobody over, so when people are that adamant without my request, and I was just laying in the backyard, get some, trying to be chill. I stand up. I just look at the kid. 25, khaki shorts, purple polo shirt. No, he had a purple mask on. That's where the purple was. Polo shirt. Tinny runners. Get off my stairs. I'm with the census. I especially don't fucking want to talk to you. Get the fuck out of here. Because my dogs are going crazy in the house. He disrupted everything. And then mom's like, what? Trying to find me to let me, just causing cognitive dissonance. Right? Get out. And he keeps talking. I'm like, why are you still talking? Why are you here? Just get off my steps. I was quiet, and then I don't want to talk to you. Go away. And then he kept talking, and finally I said, you're not respecting my wishes nor my boundaries. Your parents failed. He starts to walk off, and then he just turned around and started to walk toward me. And I was like, leave. That's the thing. All these niceties and shit, I'm fucking over them. I'm through them. And Mars is in Aries, and I'm not alone in this. Because people are like, be nice, be nice. That's not nice. You know what ain't nice? You know what? And I'm like, my fucking voice don't count. I haven't had running water in 3 years because some fucking asshole from the city doesn't feel like turning a goddamn knob. Because I'm mean. They actually called. One day I went out to talk to him to ask. This was like early on in my city water fight. And I was, and the people didn't like me. And the really unhealthy girl that was with him, but her health was questioned. She was just grossly obese and very young, maybe 25, too young to be that unhealthy, really. And she said, you should have paid the bill. And that's what, and then they went and they called the police. And then the police comes out, and officer fucking tiny hands, and, well, I bet if you went with me down to the city office, we could get that straightened out right now, if you went with... I'm like, well, why don't you take me? I mean, they just tell me, everybody always tells me about what they can do, and look at I can do, but they never fucking do it, and that, and that's it. And now everybody's mad at the police, and I wonder why. And they got an $80 million shop downtown across the street from Tent City where hundreds of families are living in tents. And all these fucking and I just had to be quiet and just take it for years. Just take these because that little bitch cop, I could have fucking totally fucking taken that bitch. Totally, man. That's the thing. Is like I have lived on niceties for 46 years, and it hasn't got me in any favor. So maybe if I fucking start swinging and throwing punches at these, I'm 5'2" woman with a bad back, and I kick the shit out of these fucking middle-aged men that are my age too. Maybe they'll start listening. Like the boxer chick that freaking You know, what did they do to her? What did those two guys to her? She's got 3 years in jail. You know what she did? She's a tiny little boxer chick. Kicked the shit out of 2 dudes. Fucking took a shovel handle and fucking stuck it up on old boy's ass. Fucking, you know? The divine feminine is rising, and we're fucking sick of this egomaniacal shit, and we're ready to fight back. And you know what? A lot of us are actually can. And I grew up my whole entire life around men that hit girls. So I've been preparing to fight against those. I've been fighting big motherfuckers my whole life. Big don't mean fucking fast, man. And I'm small, and I'm wily, and I will climb up a motherfucker and poke their eyes out with my thumbs if I have to defend myself. And that's the world that we're coming to, and I hope people are ready. Because the temperatures are going to be hot, and this is what I've been noticing. See, even as soon August 12th, in the potential, first it starts in the sky. We get the energy from the sky, what's happening with Pluto and Saturn and all the planets, and just it's firing it up, and it's percolating in people. See, we're energetic puppets on a string. We just have free will of what we can do with that energy. See, we got free will. Oh, I didn't finish about that story. I actually had somebody threaten my life, so I called the police, and they never sent anybody. And it was a legitimate threat. Like, the dude was like, you talk to my kid again. Because her kid was going fucking 30 in a freaking 15-mile-an-hour zone. And I proved it. He proved it. He told me he saw it on the app. And so it's like, I selectively don't count in society. So I guess I decided I get to. That's why I just say whatever I want to whoever I want, because I'd rather get that frustration out of me than stuff it and then go home and feel like I need to freaking drink a 6-pack or, eat a pizza or do any freaking thing else gross and disgusting because I hate myself because of how I act in life. So I just be like, hey, I've been a piece of shit in my life, and those are the aspects that I'm recognizing in you today. But, everybody has a free will to help or hinder people. And look at all the government. See, that's why people are getting pissed. That's why people are freaking shooting helicopters, Air Force helicopters in Virginia. Yeah, own team, own side. Revolution's here, kids. You know why? Because why do you get to fly around in your fun toys? Because, they don't got, people are freaking, the cracks of society are getting wider. They're getting wider, man. You think the carnage has been shit so far? You think it's been, rough so far? People think it's been hard? More people are going to have to get used to no utilities. It's done. It's already happened. It's just, when is it going to happen to you? When are you going to get to be right next to your explosion? When are you going to see the plane crash? And are you going to run in to help the people and see all the nasty grossness? Or are you going to freaking run away and hide and just try and forget? Because everybody gets their shit. And there's too many people that haven't had enough of their freaking just dessert served. And there's too many good fucking people that just keep trying to do the right thing and do the right thing and live by the book. And then you just get lower and lower. That's because the evil forces are dying. The evil forces are fucking dying, man. They're scared, and they don't know what to do with themselves. What do you think? Can you see Biden going down into a creek and getting his toilet water? That dude's in diapers, man. That dude's in diapers. Fucking dude. It's, it's whatever you can live with, and hey, some people can live with a lot more than other people. They can. Some people can't live with shit, and that's why they act the way they do. And they are so scared because the truth is coming out. So the nasty T, I never knew who that bitch was before. And I get why, because we don't vibe the same. She's filthy. She's a filthy, no-vibing, disgusting entity. I had to delete All of Me, that song off All of Me. I really like that song. When people are so vile and they're present that they ruin shit for me that I really enjoyed when I was younger, some things I can't even enjoy anymore. Fucking Forrest Gump. I mean, it's long and it gets kind of boring and stuff, but I remember the first time I saw it because there were so many synchronicities in that movie and that correlated with my life. More so now. But Geppetto fucking no thanks Hanks has to fucking ruin everything because they grew an ego. And they lost their spirit. In darkness, they do fucking nasty shit, man. I saw my first snuff film, witnessed it when I was like 15. You know, anybody grew up in the 80s, you know, around Faces of Death. You know, you saw, people have always liked to record what they do. And I always, every time you walk past the, you know, in the grocery store, milk cartons, there's missing people. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew what happened to those missing people. You don't go down to Lost Lanes. You don't hang out with here. You don't do this. You don't go there. You don't, you know, you don't put yourself in positions where people can take advantage of you. That's why I can't drink. Oh, everybody's good, everybody's great. Hey, yeah, let's go for a ride. You know, you freaking end up somebody's freaking full moon ritual that's a dark witch. There's plenty of light witch full moon rituals. It's just your intent, your heart space, what you do with it. And I personally am of the vibrational frequency that you don't harm things, kill things, mutilate things, alter things, manipulate things to your own gain. And if you speak and you're clear and this is what I want, what are your expectations? And everybody's above board. I fucking hate secrets. And that's why 2020 is the year of clear vision. My daddy isn't a great war hero. My daddy wasn't a good cop. My mommy does weird things to little children. All these truths are coming out. Oh shit, because they're seeing weird shit on TV and Hulu and whatever they're being drawn to, and they're seeing shit and it's like waking up switches like, oh my god, that person, that my parents do that, and people are fucking figuring it out. Red shoes. Heather O'Rourke, rest. I hope you're freaking go to source, O'Rourke. I hope you rest in peace and know that people like me are speaking for people like you because I was her age. I knew that storyline didn't add up. I knew it. I was like 8. I knew. No, Mom. No. She didn't just die from... No, Mom, something bad happened. I know from the time I was 2 years old what evil looks like in people's eyes. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just sit and talk to them just to see what they're about and just to see how far they're going to go to fucking try to deceive me. Because energy doesn't lie. People do. And once people really start reading energy, and once you start getting real good at it like me, see the dark come at you and then want to see, you know. So you gotta be really careful about who's coming. Hey, Marge, let's work together. No, you ain't never wanted to work with me before. Let's just take it slower and we'll see. So I'm pretty good at, you know, my record's pretty good. My record's pretty good as far as determining who and what people actually are. You know who's even better? My mom. She doesn't even have to meet them. All I gotta do is tell them stories, and she'll be like, are these grown adult people? She likes to say that a lot. Are these... Yeah, Mom, these are the presidents and the administration. They're paying themselves $15,000 a month from our taxes, but not everybody gets that, just them. Yeah, it's disgusting. And people are going to freaking... Yeah, people are going to get... Just don't worry. Direct deposits are coming, folks. Yeah, their IT is just so retarded. They got to sort some stuff out. Yeah, my water bill is $54 a month. My city bill, it's not even a water bill. You can't call it a water bill no more. And I haven't had water in 3 years. My city bill is $54 a month. And when I moved here from Omaha, garbage was included on that. on your gas. It was gas. It was like garbage, electric. It was like all in one, all a cart, you know, or all. And their politics are shit too. They're fucking all their shit. They're the. Oh, I'm glad I don't live there anymore. It's gonna get fucking way nasty in Middle Earth America. Mine's 54, and then when my water, that's why I couldn't pay, because I couldn't pay. At that time, my income was so nil, and then the VA threatened to decrease half of what I was already getting. Another paradigm's fucking crashing and burning. And I'm really excited that pro and college sports are tumbling and falling into the frickin' earth too. Into Middle Earth. I won't miss any of that shit. It's all been a fucking waste, man. Oh, no Big Red. No go Big Red. You know, I think about, and it's like I never tried. It's just all shit that it was just stuff that people had money to fucking piss away and blow. And you know, and I think about these generations, they would fill that state in that it's going to be crickets, and then they just get it built, and they all build new stadiums, and you know, college tuition goes up, and now it's $200,000, $250,000 to pay pretentious freaking people to, you know, print papers, say here's your syllabus, read this book, and then they have the TAs, the actual students that are correcting all the papers and doing all the work, but the professors, because tenure and don't you know who the fuck they are, get paid six figures. And then the coaches get paid millions, and they, you know, the kids get to go all over and play football, and it's just, you know, in cities where there's so many homeless and people that don't have fucking utilities. It's so fucking retarded. And then you have the pro sports where they just do it on a much larger, grander scale. So so if you live in a city where there's pro sports, it's just like, fuck you very much. Human beings, spiritual beings trying to have a human experience. Fuck you very much. You know, love and light, fuck you very much. It's all about chasing sensations into them and doing kids to them and in perviness and grossness and control. A lot of that, it's control, it's dominance. They do that, and it's like, I am the boss of you, and they like to stick things in people and cut things, and because I am the boss of you, and it's all egomaniacal, and that's what people void of spirit, that literally do not have a spirit in their vessel. Straight up fucking evil, folks. That's what we're talking. Evil human beings. And they're gonna start doing it out in plain daylight now. Because they don't got nothing less to lose. Yeah. So, I hope folks are really believing in things outside themselves and are taking time to get quiet and, you know, meditate, pray, sit in nature. It's all intertwined. Just getting quiet, plugging into source, and knowing that there is peace. And that whatever chaos I reach out there, I don't care if freaking shrapnel is freaking flying around me, I can close my eyes, breathe through it, turn on my music, and dance through chaos if I do so choose to see my... If I wanna. You know? But here, in Salem, it's a $54, and then that's your water usage on, so it's like whatever your water usage is, and I was paying for the sprinklers on their project. Go look at my Greed in Salem folder. It's all there. I even have a little short of the actual them on and everything. Now they left it. It's just all broken equipment. It's just all mess out there now. It's all getting dry. It's all... Maybe I'll do an updated... I did one called My Account. Was an updated talk on that. My Account. I want a refresher on that. It shows it all overgrown and stuff. But then you got to pay a separate private monopoly company, Republican garbage disposal, $25, $35 a month for a trash can no bigger than a bread box, hardly. You know. I wonder if those guys even have legs. They remind me of those Fisher-Price dolls in the trucks that didn't have legs. They're just little round fat fucking dudes, all unshaven, probably never been laid, driving around picking up your garbage. I gave up on life a long time ago. You know, let's draw resources because we feel bad about ourselves. So they pull apart and it's all conglomerates and clubs and I can't wait to see what happens to old KB. She's in trouble. Because all this, dreamers, for years, it's like you see all these movies and stuff, and they're all talking, the bad guy always, and you don't gotta be you don't gotta actually be the person that does the bidding of evil. You can just designate it and freaking allow it and perpetuate it by being a doormat. It just a woman that isn't balanced in her masculine and feminine. See, she's got penis envy. She always wanted to be in charge and people to take her serious, and so she got into a position of and then she makes bad decisions because she ain't balanced. So, she's gonna get some freaking Yeah, I'm ready to move back to the country. I'm ready to move back to the country. Oh, I say fuck you very much to... I don't... That's the thing, is their titles are their titles. Other people's titles and how they think about themselves, that's them. That's why people hate me, because especially the people that are all, don't you know who I am? Because it's like, yeah, and I don't fucking care. You're a no-viber. Do you know who you are? Do you know where you lack in personality and content and character and integrity? Because I see it plain as day. Because any motherfucker that is going to stand up at a podium in a $10,000, $15,000 suit and tell people that they can't fucking have money for basic needs, a little chump change here and there. Oh, he Newsom, he's fucked too. He's fucked too. Oh, they're all... Oh, see, because people aren't as cool and level-headed as me, and people don't meditate as much as I do, so people are just going to go start fucking grabbing these motherfuckers. I don't want it to happen. It's just that's how people act when they're fucking at their end of the ropes, and if you don't want to help them, and you've conditioned them by freaking making all these movies of, standing up and being free, and then you keep taking their freaking freedoms away and making them, and then, so then everybody has to stay home, and everybody's watching these movies and shows, and it's all synchronistic, so they're waking up to stuff, and they're like, wait a minute. They say there's 8 million, wait a minute, there's 8 million people in Oregon. There's 120 police officers in the city of Salem. Now, I haven't done all the math for, sheriff and all their extra entities, their bros clubs, and they just pass themselves around, if you ain't the right kind of dick, then you can just be the right kind of dick over here, but, it's just all, resource hog. They're the resource hogs, and they ain't been sharing, and so people are going to get mad, because people are going to start figuring out that the number, the people that say the haves, the people that say, no, you can't have this, are few and far between from the people that say, no, we're going to come fucking take it because it's ours to begin with, and you don't get to fucking say so anymore. Sharing is caring, and they haven't been caring to share. So now there's going to be hell to pay, and it's not me. It's not me, because I'm a freaking peaceful being, man. I've been so hurt and I've seen so much abuse. Dude, turning my ankle yesterday, it is so much better now. I healed quicker. It was pretty cool. I felt, it's cool, man. Everybody needs to meditate, man. You can heal yourself. You heal yourself, you don't have to go to the doctor. You don't have to pay for their Teslas and their Audis and their BMWs and their Range Rovers, or their trips to Sedona or France. Yeah, I never liked going to those hot spots, and the spots are getting hotter. Oh, the spots are gonna get so hot this week. If you're tempered, man, if you're a flary temper, just mind your shit, dude. Just mind your shit. If you're looking for trouble, you're gonna find it. I'm not looking for trouble. I might want to go out and see what's going on, just to see what's happening, just see the trouble that other people. Ooh, life choice. Ooh, life choice. Bad life choice. Ooh, you just zigged when you should have zagged. Ooh, we're seeing it all over the media. People are just freaking, dude. That kid that was freaking on a Zoom with his teacher, and freaking his teacher saw the kid's mom in the background get killed. See, it should all be for the kids, not just, but I know how to spot the areas, and this don't just happen in lower economic. That just happened. Freaking the baseball team co-owner, I think it was the Mets. I think it was baseball. His daughter just freaking offed herself. Probably has all the money in the she never could want. Happiness is an inside job. Peace is an inside job, and so when people aren't finding peace and happiness and joy inside, then they're gonna find freaking those low vibrational fear-based vibrations, and then when they get into that, boom, there's anger. Then there's anger. Then they're gonna take that shit out. And it was an episode of people just want to feel the pain. People want to feel the pain. I used to want to feel the pain until I felt so much pain. I was like, all right, I get it. I don't want to feel no pain no more. No more pain. No more pain. No more pain. Let's see what your aspect of the day. NATO Pluto in square with Venus. You value what is above board and straightforward, and have a particular aversion to what is secret, intense, and private. You do not enjoy gossip or nosy neighbors just now. Yep. I saw CNN got taken over in Hollywood too. That's cool. See, that's the thing. It's like they gave themselves all the developers and stuff. I saw some account yesterday. They were gonna take a lockup facility, a corrections facility, a jail of some sort in Portland, and evolve it into a homeless shelter. I wonder if they're gonna leave it all clinical and shitty, like it's still a jail. Or are they gonna actually go in and because the developers, you'd go in and make it all nice and make it, put all, nice oak, amenities in there, and then you freaking turn around and sell those little 900-foot square spaces for $850,000. I've seen it my whole life. The freaking taking all the good spots because you fucking can, I mean, us poor people like fucking nice city views too, but you know what? Can't ever freaking have lotteries for, low income housing and stuff. I mean, you guys had all these resources, come up with better ideas, and you didn't take the opportunity. So now the smart people, the real ones that have just been quiet and waiting, we're all coming forward. And all you crazy people, see, you're just going to burn yourself out. You're just the little kids right now throwing the tantrum that, didn't miss your nap and your schedule's off, and now you're freaking being a little brat. But you know what? One day you're going to freaking run out of energy and you're going to pass out, and then that's when the rest of us are going to come in and be like, okay, this is how we're going to do things now. Yeah. I think Katie needs to pick potatoes. I think that would be a good job for her. She should be a potato farmer. When she's through governing and wrecking Oregon. What a fucking stupid thing to identify yourself with. Oregon. Every time I see those stickers, that's what I think about. Overcompensating. I know all about overcompensating. See, I overcompensate in joy because I've lived through traumas. I have. I look in every terrible situation, I see the light and find the humor, and people don't like that. they just like to look at the awful, saying that no vibe. And I'm like, no, I'm going to rise above it. Y'all can stay down there if y'all, I'm going to rise above it. Y'all can rise above with me, or y'all can stay down there in the no vibrational shit. The no freak zone, no frequency zone, where you can do whatever you want. It's Treasure Island, kids, and Disney's going down too. Disney, you're going down too. When these people have taken things that people, bringing families together, la la la, and then like putting your programming in the back and see, the thing is, Mom had a boyfriend, Larry, when I was young. He was a Vietnam vet. He was smart enough to know better. And so all the stuff he would correct that she didn't know about, he would correct, and he was into like, let her do it. If you teach her how to do it proper, then so I had my first freaking hunting knife when I was 5 years old. It was so sharp because I cut myself. I learned I did, but I never cut myself bad, like paper cut, one time, and then it's like you test with the hair. You cut with the hair for sharpness. You don't test on yourself. That's what you learn when you're taught proper. And there's so many people that haven't been taught things proper. So, and I used to sharpen it with a sharpening stone, and I took care of it, and then we moved, had to bug out one time. I've lost things over and over. That's why I don't get freaking attached to things, because sometimes you got to bug out and start over. I'm trying not to bug out no more. Now I leave in a freaking integritous way. But sometimes there's emergencies, life or earth events and whatnot. So, what was I talking about? I'm going to wrap this up because I'm almost time to gotta go make breakfast for Mom. What was I talking about, Benny? My train of thought derailed. Look at that, my hair. I wear bandanas, and then when I take it off, I can love it. It's getting big again. I'm gonna do the undercut. I'm just gonna let it grow out, and we'll see what it does. Oh, so my mom's, Larry. So there are other things that he wouldn't allow, and that would be like I was always a tomboy and just when I loved being in the water, and then it was like when I was in the 3rd grade I started developing. He's like, no, she's got to wear a t-shirt, and like certain toys he would draw to Mom's attention about programming and conditioning children. And so he was exposed to that stuff a lot more. So I knew, I've known since I was a little girl the darkness in the world. Some evil, wicked dude tried to take my, try to take my light from deflowering me when I was 10 months old. I'm a common story. I'm one of the kids that they should have been saving. I'm what happens when the kids don't save. So if you don't want more people to end up in the world like me, then people maybe, I think about all the parents that turn their kids over for money. And then think about the things that happen to the kids. And then the kids, they're just threatened. Maybe some of them do know. Like, think about how few of the stars where the parents, protected them. Like, said, no, you're, let them know that this is how things were. I think Elijah Wood is one of those that didn't slip through the cracks, And then when people get excited and want to know about this, when I was young, man, I thank God I wasn't exposed to, because I would have tried anything when I was a kid for 19, 20, for a high. I would have done anything. Thank goodness I didn't come across no juicy chrome. I don't think I could I don't think that I could, because I didn't understand. I mean, I did understand, but it wasn't, you know. So, I know that people have drugged me and slipped me Mickeys and stuff like that. I know that I've been energetically freaking bamboozled. I know that I've had, you know, I still learn about a lot of stuff too. That was one of that Tamira chick. Sometimes I watch her videos. I watch, and there's a video of a freaking person throwing their spirit into another entity, and it was a trip because it actually shows the guy like staggering, like boom, and you see that I see, because I see an energy, because I looked at the freaking solar eclipse 3 years ago. I looked at it, and I don't look at it. I'm gonna look right at it. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna stare at it, and I'm gonna howl at it, and I'm gonna take all that energy went in when it starts flooding us back here. And so, you know, I wear glasses when I drive and stuff, but I see and free. I'm always seeing shadows and spirits and vibrations and frequencies, and everybody should, but nope, they just have to get corrective lenses every year and new $800 glasses every year, and nope, you gotta get your eyes tested, and you gotta adjust LASIK and make sure you can see 20/20. Well, now everybody's seeing 20/20, aren't they? 20/20, you're clear vision. Hope you